Blackrock has stopped making jokes. Today, the market is gradually rebounding. At last, Shiba Inu stopped bleeding. The whole cryptocurrency world is going crazy. Suddenly, BlackRock came and purchased millions. Signals are being dropped by analysts. Finally, Shiba Inu may flourish like never before. Will this, however, be sufficient? Let me clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. The Shiba Inu community is having a nice day today. The cost has finally momentarily stopped down and is really rising after what seemed like an unending battle. Even while it's not a huge leap, it's significant given how difficult the last few days have been. Shiba Inu continued to decline, but as of right now, the trend has reversed. There is a cause for investors to relax since the price remained stable and even gained some ground. Self-assurance is returning. Things are finally seeming stable, and people are less anxious about taking action. Shiba Inu are really stabilizing, which is precisely what the community needed at the moment, as you can see if you look at the chart from the previous week. It may indicate that the storm is about to subside, and that's a fairly fantastic position to be for investors. However, here is when the intriguing part begins. One analyst made a startling observation that most people would have overlooked at first. We also know, according to statistics from Into the Block, that the inflows and outflows of large Shiba Inu holders, those enormous whales that manage a significant portion of the supply, slowed dramatically during the last 24 hours. We are discussing a startling decline in total mobility of more than 80%. That may seem alarming at first, but if you look more closely, the true narrative is bullish. The net flow, the real difference between the number of Shiba Inu coming in and leaving out, flipped in a positive direction despite this significant halt in activity. Whales were sending greater Shiba Inu out than they were getting in, since outflows were much greater only a day prior. However, that deficit has since significantly shrunk. The balance has changed away from selling and toward accumulation, which is significant even if there has been less movement overall. It indicates that the major players, those who really influence the market, are not engaging in dumping. As the price is still cheap, they are really covertly accumulating additional Shiba Inu. That is a quintessential expression of confidence. Whales often perceive the possibility of a major upward advance when they accumulate rather than sell their assets. They're not in a panic. They are putting themselves in a position to make the next big run. But hold on, listen to me. I know this seems weird. Additionally, BlackRock had a significant event today. This is not only unrelated news, rather, it is one of the indicators that Shiba Inu may be compelled to pump vigorously. Are you curious about the specifics? Before we get to it, let's discuss the Shiba Inu development team's major upgrade, which has the potential to be revolutionary. The Karma system was recently released on PuppyNet, a Shibarium test network, and it was precisely what the community needed. Every action you do inside the Shiba Inu environment earns you points under the Karma reward system. Staking, purchasing land in the metaverse, creating liquidity, burning tokens, and more. You get paid more the more you participate. Here's why this is important, however. It increases demand. The more individuals who take part, the more Shiba Inu are locked up, staked, and burnt, which lowers the supply. Additionally, prices may rise when supply declines while demand remains high. Karma isn't testing yet, but it has the potential to be a game changer whenever it launches on the main Shibarium network. If history is any indication, a rally is triggered by increased activity, demand, and burning. Speaking of more action, BlackRock just released a huge release. They just purchased Bitcoin for millions of dollars. They are, in fact, buying the dip. The world's largest asset manager is accumulating wealth as the market lags. You already know what it means when industry titans like BlackRock start investing in cryptocurrency. Big money anticipates something. They don't act at random. Before the market takes notice, they get ready. This is where the situation becomes even more intriguing. We just seen Shiba Inu whales subtly gathering as well. More inflows than outflows, but less movement. They seem to be playing by the same rules, seizing everything they can while the costs are still cheap. And if history is any indication, a major shift is often preceded by whale buildup. Shiba Inu whales are piling up, Blackrock is plunging into cryptocurrency, and everything is coming together. The price of Shiba Inu may rise significantly if supply continues to tighten and demand continues to rise. Here's more, however. On Twitter, one expert recently made a huge revelation. A whale proceeded to purchase Ethereum valued more than $11 million. Yes, it is a substantial buy. Additionally, it fits with a larger pattern of whales amassing Ethereum at an unprecedented rate. Well, that's Ethereum, you may be thinking. What does this have to do with Shiba Inu? Whales stocking up on Ethereum in this manner, however, often indicate that the market is poised to become much more active. Additionally, the market as a whole, including cryptocurrencies like Shiba Inu, usually has a ripple effect when the big money begins investing in cryptocurrency. For Shiba Inu, what does it mean? Well, we could see increased demand for Shiba Inus as more major players join the market and add liquidity. Keep in mind that although whales are still hoarding Ethereum, they are also searching for other chances, particularly if they are considering investments in projects such as Shiba Inu. In light of the fact that cryptocurrency is gaining traction and Ethereum whales are making large purchases, Shiba Inu may be poised for significant growth. And this is something that may make everything more solid. It comes directly from the Shiba Inu team. Lucy, the official marketing lead for Shiba Inu, recently made a significant statement. Shibarium's golden era has come, she said in a post on X. It sounds brave, doesn't it? However, there is actual weight to it. She posted a post from the team's affiliated account, Shibarium Updates, with a clear message. Shibarium is about to enter its most significant stage to yet. The message from Lucy: hold on tight. Don't allow yourself to be rocked. Furthermore, she has a motive for expressing this. The Shibarium team likened this era to significant historical turning times, such as the Gilded Age, which was characterized by fast advancement and change. And Shibarium is now in that same location. It's not only a novel experiment anymore. It is developing and creating tangible infrastructure and tangible value. So consider it. Shiba Inu whales are building up. Blackrock is stacking Bitcoin, and the Shiba Inu team is now announcing that major things are on the horizon. The ecosystem is expanding, and the price often rises as the foundation does. Everything may start to change at this point, turning Shiba Inu from promising to unquestionably successful. Here are some things to consider if you're still thinking about the recent price decline. Shiba Inu have been plummeting quickly, but the good news is that the ecosystem improvements could be the key to a significant recovery, according to one expert. Right now, it all comes down to Shiba Inu's investors' backing. Updates like Shibarium's Golden Age and the Karma system could be just what Shiba Inu needs to turn things around at this stage, which calls for a confluence of variables. This is where things get even more intriguing, however. Shiba Inu's burn meter has increased by more than 12,000% in the previous 2 days, despite the price decrease. This indicates that the ecosystem is actively lowering the Shiba Inu supply, which is very beneficial for the project's long-term viability. However, the price hasn't responded, as you would anticipate, in spite of this significant cut in supply. However, it does not exclude the transfer from happening shortly. It's evident that the foundation is being set for a significant recovery when you take into account things such as Shibarium maturing, whales subtly building up, and the rising deflationary pressure. Furthermore, the ecology of Shiba Inu is what gives them their true strength, and the cost will inevitably rise in tandem with the ecosystem's continued development of new features and more involvement. This might be the quiet before the storm, but it can take some time. Shiba Inu may enjoy significant increases if the pattern reverses and everything works out. Additionally, Shiba Inu are in a solid position when considering the long term. The strongest environments aren't created during bull runs, as Lucy, the chief marketing for Shiba Inu, said in her tweet. The bear is where they are forged. She did it perfectly. Shiba Inu has been quietly getting ready for the future when everyone else was going crazy during the market meltdown. It is neither waning or losing steam. In fact, it's becoming more powerful behind the scenes. And it's obvious that the foundation is strong when you consider how much the Shiba Inu community has already withstood. Now that the market is booming, whales are gathering, major companies like Blackrock are intervening, and the ecology of Shiba Inu is expanding. Shiba Inu are preparing for the next leg. Surviving the bear marketplace isn't the only goal. The goal is to prosper when the bulls come back. Shiba Inu will already be in a prime position to profit when the market shifts. And it can have significant implications for the cost. Thus, it seems that Shiba Inu will have a bright future. However, what do you think of this? Leave a comment below. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.